Hi, I'm Allison,
Hello, I'm Jafeth.
and welcome to the 17th episode of Existing. You can listen to our podcast on Spotify, YouTube, or iTunes. And we post every Mondays and every other Wednesdays at 11 p.m.
Yes, and if you'd like to follow us on social media, you can do so at Existing Podcast on Instagram.
Today we're going to be talking about a highly requested topic that everyone just wants us to talk about. So much so that no one has asked us to talk
Exactly.
about it. We're going to be talking about what would we do in the event of an apocalypse, assuming that the apocalypse isn't happening right now.
Yes, like a more cinematic definition of the apocalypse where,
Like
you know,
zombie apocalypse,
yeah,
alien
or
invasion.
stuff like that.
This was Japheth's idea, so if you don't like it, it's on Japheth.
Yeah, it's so funny because I was telling Allison, well, we actually were trying to come up with a topic for our second episode this week, and we were having such a hard time. And then I remembered that I watched like a video essay or two about War of the Worlds and alien invasions and like all that kind of stuff. And I was like, what would I do in an alien invasion? So,
There we go. Here we are.
yes.
So which do you want to talk about alien invasions first before anything else?
I mean, sure, why not? Alien invasions, pretty self-explanatory. If you watch like an alien invasion movie, it's extraterrestrial beings coming down to Earth and destroying things most of the time. I'm basing this off of movies, like alien invasion movies that I watched. And then humans are like, oh no, aliens are invading us. And then the military gets involved. And then, like, we shoot stuff. And yeah.
The only alien invasion movie I can recall watching, actually two. Number one, Arrival with Amy Adams. That one was good. I
don't
think
think I've
the
ever heard of that one.
aliens were not violent though. Really? It's like, but the aliens like teach or like learn to communicate with the humans because they like view time differently. So like they were like, your past is your present and your future is not real. Like,
Interesting.
and they looked like giant octopi. Like, oh, you know, like in Minecraft, the like those black monsters, the I don't know what they're called.
Enderman?
Enders? Enderman. They looked like those, basically.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
That movie was really good. The second one I can recall watching is Monsters vs. Aliens, the animated movie with the slime guy and the giant lady.
Uh-huh.
And that's all I remember. Those are my two references for alien invasion movies. I've not watched Independence Day or what is it, War of the
War
Worlds?
of the Worlds?
Yeah, I haven't watched that.
Yeah, it's really funny because the video essay I was watching is because usually those kinds of movies, like alien invasion movies or invasion movies in general, or stories of that, come about in like it was obviously tying it to politics, so it was just kind of like how that's usually a good what is it? Like usually those stories come about in times of that kind of stuff, of uncertainty.
So what was happening like 9/11?
So for War of the Worlds, it's like that. I don't know what the number is, but that's like an old story from like the 1800s, I think. And it's just like redone, so remakes. So the first time that story came out, like that kind of alien invasion story came out, was during a relative time of peace in Europe, where Europe thought like, oh, Europe is never gonna fall, but then like people were
And
like,
then
but
it
what
did.
if? They were like, but what if? You know? um, and that's where those kinds of stories came out, and I was like, interesting.
I didn't know that. Very interesting.
Yeah, and then again, it came
So
out
like,
like during Cold War era ish. And then, yeah, it was just interesting. And they also talked about like how the imagery of seeing like historic monuments destroyed because Independence Day, the one I was watching was like Independence Day versus War of the Worlds, and Independence Day was pre 9/11, and you could see like the White House getting blown up. You could see like all these different monuments across the US being blown up, and it was like kind of comical, and people were like, oh, ha, ha, ha. And then War of the Worlds, like you didn't see any monuments being blown up or any historical landmarks, and it's only people being blown up. So it's just that was interesting. But anyway,
They're like, save the people. Or no, wait, no. Screw the people, save the buildings.
yeah, basically.
When you said 1800s, my first thought was like people in like, you know, like Pride and Prejudice sitting around. They're like, all right, so what if aliens just like popped in here right now? What would they look like? Like,
do you think they ever thought about like aliens? Like, what if aliens existed?
Sure. I mean, they came up with racism, so aliens can't be far off, you know.
Interesting. Because when did Europeans find out about the stars? Or like, because I know like...
What? Like a long, long time ago. Like Galileo, didn't he like...
Oh, did he?
You know, like they figured out like, oh, the Earth is not at the center of the universe. And everyone's like, shut up! And
and then he like died.
They didn't kill him.
Yeah. Something
Did
happened
they kill
to
him
him.
for that?
I don't know if he got like... I know he got... Or actually, I don't know anything about him,
Like
so I'm not going to
shunned,
say I know.
I feel like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Didn't he go to trial for like corrupting the minds of the youth?
I thought that was like Aristotle.
Okay,
See
well,
how
anyway.
We don't know anything? This is
someone...
why this is not an educational podcast.
Yeah.
So, if aliens were coming down from the heavens and snatching people up, what would you do?
I'd simply intervene.
How so?
I don't know. I'm just built different.
They tried to abduct me, but my ass is too fat. It won't fit through the laser beam for this.
Yeah. That's what would happen.
That's
kidding.
it.
What would I do? I don't even know, because I can't even imagine like the kind of reaction that would get from me. I think I'd just be like, okay.
I'd be like, damn, that's crazy. I mean, I guess it's time to go. Because what are you supposed to do?
I'd pack up my
Clearly,
Luna
we're the
album.
lesser beings. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, I'd bury them in a time capsule with my photo card albums.
Oh my god.
And then I'll write a note
Albums?
and be like, albums. And then I'll write a note and be like, I don't know. Make sure the photo cards don't get bent.
Oh my god, but write it in like old English, so then when people dig it up, it's like a Bible, and they're like, wait, this is a religion. And then they start a religion.
Oh my god. They'd be like, ye old Luna album, and then something. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like, wasn't it like 12 disciples? 12 Luna members, baby.
Gosh. Wait, your mind.
Hey.
But yeah, I don't know what I would do. I think I would just be really scared. And I would just like sit, and then whatever happens kind of happens, you know? Like, I don't think I would be someone who like tries really... I don't think I'd be someone who fights or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like because it's like an alien, they're not of this world. We don't know what they're made of. What if...
Yeah.
I don't know. They're probably smarter than us because they figured out intergalactic space travel before us.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, you know what? Let me just eat my favorite food and call it a day. And just give up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only so much you can do, you know?
Yeah. But on the other flip side of things, zombie apocalypses. A zombie apocalypse.
A zombie apocalypse?
Is it apocalypses? Oh,
a zombie apocalypse?
Okay, that. Anyways, grammar, that's not important in an apocalypse. But what is surviving?
I'm a survivor.
This one I've thought about like if a zombie apocalypse were to happen. I have a vague plan. I either give up completely or I go to the those like fishing and like hunting stores.
Oh yeah,
You know those ones with like a bunch of guns and like crossbows? I'd go there first.
Like a Walmart?
Hopefully, no one has taken. Yeah. Hopefully, no one, everyone, or there's something left, and then I take one of those items, and then maybe pack a tarp and go into the mountains.
Okay.
Because you know what, if it
Nice.
rains, and I don't know, a tarp seems very useful. But I wouldn't grab a gun because you need ammo, and if you run out of ammo, then that's it. So I'd probably get like
Yeah.
a sword, because one of the characters in The Walking Dead, she had a sword. She was very cool, and I'm pretty sure she lives till the end.
Wow.
I think I didn't finish the show.
Also, guns are just really loud.
Yeah,
So, like,
and
they
then the
would
zombies will
attract-
come.
Yeah.
Your mind. But
I
what
know,
I
kinda
learned
powerful.
from watching like 6 seasons of The Walking Dead, the real threat in a zombie apocalypse, it's not even the zombies, it's other people.
Oh my gosh.
Because
so
you know, like
deep.
anarchy, people will just try to do whatever they want. You know, grab power.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's so deep.
Yeah, I know, right?
I don't think I would want power. Because that's too much responsibility in a time of such uncertainty where you're like, you literally can't control the zombie
Anything.
apocalypse.
Yeah.
And then if you die, then you're like, oops, I just let everyone down.
Whoops. Oh well, everyone's dead.
Yeah, basically.
I remember seeing when I was really into The Walking Dead, you know, there's like, you know, video essays, fan theories.
Oh, yeah.
And then someone pointed out, okay, well, zombies, they're rotting, right? And bodies can only rot so much to the point where, you know, they just collapse. You know, there's only so far they can go. So if a zombie apocalypse were to happen, you just need to wait it out. Realistically, right?
Interesting.
And like wait until they all just die off fully.
This is true. But what if
But
one of
in the
those zombies
meantime-
is built different?
Maybe the ass was too fat,
Yeah.
so it didn't die. It had like a second.
It took too
brain
long to
in its
decompose
ass.
the ass.
Yeah.
So it didn't get to the rest of the body.
Yeah, maybe it was like at some point it was just, you know, like a walking, not The Walking Dead, just walking ass. And because the ass was too fat, it was its own entity.
Yeah.
And it'll stun scientists for centuries.
Yeah. We put this on our resume, so I hope that when they listen to this...
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
They're going to be like,
anyways, this is
interesting.
on my resume. Very educational. Yeah, zombie apocalypse. Look out for other people. Don't use guns. Get a samurai sword. And wait it out.
Would you ever conceal, like, if you were bitten by a zombie, would you hide that? Like, realistically, would you hide it? Would you be like, oh, I'm good?
I'd probably just K-word myself at that point. I'd be like, it's over. Once you get bit, you're done. No, or some characters, they would cut off. If it was on a limb, they would just cut it off.
Do you think, I don't know. I mean, thankfully, I've never been in a situation where my suffering was so extreme that I'd rather cut off a limb than D-word. But, like, do you think people want to survive that bad that they cut out? Like, I would get it if you're, I don't know if the character you're talking about is like a parent or something, but like, if you're just like existing by yourself, then it's kind of like, why would you want to survive?
Because there's no like anesthesia, so you're doing that awake, feeling everything, all the bones cracking. I think I'd just rather D-word.
Yeah, also you're like risking infections of other sorts too, just by cutting, because you probably don't have access to like sanitary medical support. So
yeah,
other diseases exist.
In the show, the guy who cut, it was an old guy. I remember he was an old guy. He cut his like knee, everything from his knee down. He cut it off, and then they like burned. They like cauterized the stump of
Oh
his
wait, yeah,
leg.
you can do that. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's so. I just be like, you know what? I'm old. It's my time.
Like,
Love
I
you
feel like I
guys.
would die of the pain. Like,
Yeah, like you
that
know, like yeah, like
sounds
the shock, and
unbearable.
then they pass out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I understand that,
But I don't know. The human body's kind of crazy, so
but it's also kind of dumb at the same time.
I think you're dumb.
What would like food? Wait, no, like gas. I keep saying like, but you know, like cars and gas. We're gonna run out of gas at some point. So
Bicycles.
bicycles. Oh, good one.
Yeah.
Good one.
But if you cut off
Would
your
it?
legs, then I guess.
Oh, damn.
But
Then
same
what are
thing
you
with a
left?
car.
What? That's true. Ooh, yeah. Then.
A sled. And then you train
Oh.
zombies to
Wait.
be like
Hey, that's
reindeer.
not bad.
Yeah. Wait, can reindeer actually fly? Wait, that's a dumb
No.
question.
What?
Wait,
What?
are reindeer real? Is what I meant.
Yes, they're real. They can't. I'm like in shock.
Interesting.
We ask dumb questions, but this might
you-
be up there.
Do you think animals would get zombified? Because if there were zombie bears, we're over.
Oh,
Or like zombie birds.
oh my god, if there's zombie birds, we're screwed because birds are everywhere. Maybe.
Or like
It
zombie
depends on the
ants.
virus.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think you could. How could you even give it to the ant?
I don't know, maybe there's a puddle of blood and then the ants are like, oh,
Okay.
nom nom.
Yeah. Okay, fair point. We're screwed. How do you think if a zombie apocalypse were to happen, how would this virus emerge? This is really funny because we're in a pandemic right now. Because I know like movies and stuff, they'll be like, oh, it's the government.
I would agree that it's the or I feel like it would start out by the government because I think they're just they just try to do something new and be like, oh my gosh, let's be scientists and be really cool and like do something that Russia and China haven't done yet so we can one up them, and then accidentally like start an apocalypse.
Yeah.
Like that, I don't think
That
that's
sounds about right.
too crazy.
Yeah, I don't think that's too crazy either. That sounds. Yeah, they're probably like they might accidentally start the apocalypse by maybe experimenting on humans to try to create like superheroes or something, and then
Yeah.
boom,
Yeah,
zombies instead.
because I don't think something, or at least the zombie apocalypse that we have in our mind, like Walking Dead type of zombie apocalypse, I don't think that could ever happen in nature, where like a
Yeah,
person catches a virus and all of a sudden just wants to eat someone else.
eat people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. I wonder where what was the first zombie literature, like piece of literature that had to do with zombies? Probably should have looked this up.
It's actually
before this
Wealth of
episode.
a Nation. I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna look it up first. Zombie movie? I mean, people are saying movies. I mean, I guess. The first zombie movie was released in 1932, and it was called The White Zombie. Don't know what it's about. I mean, I guess it's about zombies. Oh, have you seen Train to Busan?
Yes.
The Korean
Yes.
zombie movie?
Yeah, I watched it like in high school.
That one? Those zombies run.
Yeah,
The zombies
they're
run in that
fast.
one.
Yeah.
That's scary. If they're running, then it's over. It's game over.
Yeah, I can't run.
But if they're walking, yeah, I can't run. But if they're walking, then we have a chance.
But like you would assume that like that zombies can't run because
Yeah.
they're already like decaying bodies and
Decrepit.
it's like yeah. Also, I just googled first zombie literature and Pride and Prejudice and zombies came up.
That's a movie, or maybe they turned it into a movie. I have no idea what it's about, but I've seen pictures of it.
Wait, it's
And I can't
pretty
tell if it's
recent.
dumb or good. Yeah, I think Lily James is in it. She's so pretty. Oh my god, the term zombie, like the reanimation of a corpse, comes from Haitian folklore. And a zombie is a dead body reanimated through various
This
methods.
is all Google, so we're not sure if this is reliable.
Oh, yeah, this is not reliable. But they're saying the term zombie in Haitian folklore comes from like magic, not a virus. Isn't that
Oh,
funny?
that
No, it's not
is.
that funny, but I think that's interesting.
What's scarier though?
Aliens
Thinking
or
that
zombies?
it's no, like thinking it's magic that's the reason why, or knowing it's like like a virus, something that's like science based.
I feel like the magic one would be scarier just because we don't have magic. And I'd also be disappointed because I'd be like, hey, so is Hogwarts real and no one said anything?
Dumb.
You know, like where we could have gotten the perks of magic if we're seeing the crappy sides.
What if
But it's
there's
a
only
little too
crappy
late for
sides?
that if the
Just
zombie
kidding.
apocalypse is happening.
Oh
Oh,
my
what if there's
god.
no happy sides?
I'm just kidding.
I find that hard to believe, but I mean, I guess.
Interesting. Interesting.
Going back to aliens, if aliens were to come to Earth, why do you think they would come?
I think they just come to like
Say hey,
toy with us.
flirt with us?
To be like, "Oh, let's
Oh, okay.
look at this dumb species. Let's
Let's
torture
mess
them."
with them.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I'm not
because
sure actually.
I don't think they would like, I don't think they would like attack us because it's not like they're stopping a threat. I don't think humans could possibly be some sort of galactic threat. We're too dumb.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they probably would just be messing with us, which is a little insulting. I mean,
She's like, "I'm pretty smart."
dang.
Okay,
I mean, like, I
Allison.
thought I
No,
was
it's just so
pretty
funny
smart. I
cuz
mean, I don't know. I know,
no, it's
joking.
just funny cuz it's like thinking I as crazy as alien invasions and all that kind of stuff is, it just like makes me think, wow, how insignificant am I in like the world, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I saw one of those videos that compared the sizes of like, the different planets to different
Hmm.
other I don't know, things in the galaxy, like other, like the Andromeda galaxy and then the Milky Way or just everything. And I was like,
Hmm.
"Oh my god, we are so freaking tiny." Like even compared to the other planets. Earth is so tiny and we're
Hmm.
so tiny. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And so moral of the story is that we shouldn't care about anything. We should just do whatever we want because we're so tiny.
Interesting. Just kidding. Actually, it's so funny because you saying that reminds me of this. I don't know who said this, but I was on Twitter just scrolling and I saw this video and it was this girl and she was talking to the camera and she was like, "Someone called me weird." She's like a social media person. I didn't know about her, but she's a social media person and she said someone called me really weird, and that made me feel really bad. But then I remembered that like I'm just one person out of like 7 billion on this earth. And then I went to this grocery or this liquor store on the corner and I got a sock and like put it on my hand and talked through the sock, not making eye contact with the cashier person. And then
What?
whenever the cashier person would look at me, I'd say, "Can you please look at me?" And then like talk about the sock. And then that was it. And then she was like, "And it's so nice because like that was fun for me. That person probably is gonna have a great story to tell to their family or their friends when they go home, and we're both happy." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I should do that." I haven't done that though,
Dang, maybe I should live like that.
but that sounds fun.
That's very. I feel like both of us are too shy to really do something like that.
Since I turned 21, when I purchased my first alcohol, and I really didn't know what to get because I don't really know any good
Yeah,
like
and then he got a
alcohol.
Corona, and I was like, "Are you trying to be funny?"
No, that's just the only beer that my parents like, and I bought it because my parents like it, and I knew I probably wouldn't like it, so I just left it in the fridge, and they drink it all. But yeah, no, when I went, I was really worried for some reason because I was like,
Did
what
they
if
card you?
they don't believe me? Yeah, they carded me, but Target does this thing where they like scan your card,
Oh,
like I don't know, and I guess that can like make sure it's authentic or something. But they scanned my card. The guy scanned my card, and it said like error or like it did not read the card or something. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get
they
arrested.
think you a fake.
But then he was like, oh, can I see your card? And I was like, sure. And so he just put in the date of birth on the driver's license, and then that was it. And I was like, oh, okay,
Oh
cool.
my god.
And then I thought it was just like that machine or something, but I went back to the same Target and I bought like
Mm-hmm.
this wine that my friend recommended, and
Mm-hmm.
the same thing happened. Like they scanned it and it didn't go through, and I was like, interesting.
You were like,
But
"It's
I
not
ended up buying
fake,"
it. Yeah, I was like, it's not fake. Just so you know.
and they'll be like, "I didn't ask." Why would you say that?
That's funny.
I haven't bought any alcohol yet
Oh my
myself.
gosh.
I kind of want to, but I don't know. I don't feel like it, you know.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna drink it all myself.
Yeah. So the next day there was no juice, and I was craving juice, and I really
Mm-hmm.
like mango nectar, and there wasn't
Mm-hmm.
any of that. And so then I was eating a meal, and I was like, dang, some juice would be really good. And then the wine was in the fridge, and I was like, I'll just drink some wine
You
with it.
drank wine.
And then I forgot for some reason, like, oh yeah, wine has alcohol in it. And it was like noon. And I was like, yeah,
You're a
this is
day
not good.
drinker, and you haven't even been 21 for a month.
It wasn't good. So I will not be doing that again. But yeah, for a moment, I just forgot.
Yeah.
Because I just remembered that it was sweet. And I was like, it'll go well. Because it's like a sweet beverage, like juice. And then, like, that tinge of, like, the grossness of, like,
Alcohol.
alcohol hit. And I was like, oh,
Yeah, anyways, I don't like wine. She's kind of
interesting.
gross. I do like beer, but not all beer, just some.
Yeah, the Corona I got, it was just really intense. Like, it wasn't
Mm,
bad. The aftertaste, like, I didn't mind it, but it was just like the during, it just was super bitter, and I was like, people drink
that's gross.
this, like, they drink it.
I don't know what kind of beer Corona is, but Belgian white or wit, I don't know. Belgian white beers taste good. I recommend those.
Mm, I will not be
They
trying
taste
it.
least like beer. Everyone always talks about like White Claws and Trulies, but I don't know if I want to try them because people say they taste like LaCroix, and LaCroix's kind of nasty.
I just realized how off topic we got.
Oh, we're talking about alcohol, apocalypse, another A word.
Yes.
Great segue. Back to the topic.
But to be
Um,
truthfully, if I was in a zombie apocalypse or alien invasion, I would probably drink.
yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, you know, just eat what you want, you know, indulge, and then I'd probably maybe steal some things just to be like, hey, I stole something, and then, you know, go out with everyone else that's getting
Dang, your future employer is gonna be
like
looking at
killed.
you and be like, "I heard what
I
you said
wouldn't
on that
do it
episode."
unless the apocalypse was happening, in which case monetary and like material goods would be of no use because the world is ending. But as long as the world is not ending, no thievery or shoplifting will be happening.
No borrowing of any sorts.
Nope, no borrowing unless someone said I could. There we go. That sounded like a legal statement. Like,
Allegedly. Let's just throw in some allegedlys in there.
alleg- allegedly. Allegedly. Okay, I think this is a natural stopping point.
Yes. We
Yes.
talked about our topic and then got to alcohol.
And then we're like, yeah, okay, this is where we should stop. Um, so here's today's song recommendations that I didn't think of prior to this episode.
Yes.
Now, wait, no, I thought of one.
Okay, you can go first.
I hope you don't say the same thing though. I will be recommending Voice by Luna. Very good, cute pop track, little bit retro. I recommend.
My song recommendation for today is going to be I Don't Like by Pam. It's a Thai song.
Pam.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's really good. It's one of the only
It's
Thai songs I can recommend because it's one of the only ones with an English title that I can pronounce.
Yeah, Jafeth has been wanting to recommend Thai songs, but he can't read the Thai
I feel like we
alphabet,
talked about
so...
this like 2
Yeah,
episodes
so
ago or
he's been
something.
wanting he's been wanting to recommend Thai songs, but he just can't, he doesn't know what it's called, so... But now you finally have. Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you.
All
An
right.
accomplishment.
Okay. You can find our podcast on Spotify, on YouTube, or iTunes, and we post every Monday and every other Wednesdays. And you can find us on one social media platform.
Yes. It is Instagram at Existing Podcast. Yep.
Yeah.
So
All right. Okay.
That's it.
That's it. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye-bye.